Hey everybody, here's your reminder that if you aren't watching IMSA racing right now, you're missing out on a golden era of sports car prototype racing in the United States. Of course, we all know about the 24 Hours of Le Mans, but right now in the United States, this highest tier of racing and actually the lower classes, GT3 as well, are seeing an unprecedented number of manufacturers competing for these titles, and it's very, very good racing, very close. So you should be watching that. Never mind this whole NASCAR thing. I'm not into that. All the cars are the same thing. Anyway, what this video is about is basically the old girl here just passed 146,000 miles, and about a year and a half ago I had to replace the headlight bulbs. This is the pre-LED Model S, meaning it has the nose cone there on the front, and those bulbs are HID bulbs from the factory. Now what I wanted was, you know, obviously the headlights to work. I had this thing where one headlight would go off, especially on rainy days it seemed, and if you toggled the lights on and off, I could usually get it to come back to life on the first try. And sometimes that would last for months and be fine, and then other times it would recur within days. And when it got to the point where it was every couple days, that's enough of that, and I ordered some replacement bulbs. Now, your mileage may vary, but this is what I used. These are on Amazon. I'll put a link, I guess, in the description if I remember, but basically you're looking for that. At least that's what I have. I've been using them for over a year now, and they are fantastic. Now, I don't have the original, I should say I do have the original bulb here. This is what I took out of the car. Now, because one of them was fine and one of them was flickering on and off, I decided to replace them both at the same time, obviously, because it's just a matter of time before the other one goes. This is what the original bulbs look like. Now, I can't show you the LED one because I didn't make a video when I put it in, but the LED has the same connector, and it's a little bit deeper box. So you can replace these bulbs without taking out the wheel off and without taking anything apart, really. All I had to do is take apart the fender liner, which is a couple bolts and a couple tabs, and peel that back. And I was able to get my hand, now I may not be the biggest, bulkiest guy, but I was able to get my hand back in there and disconnect the connector. You can find other videos on YouTube how to do this, and to replace that bulb, the new LED bulb, because it has that larger brick side of it, I guess. It's a tighter fit, but these LED bulbs are fantastic. They are the same color temperature as the glow tubes that are in the lower fascia lights, not the fog lights, but the little DRL ones down there, even though they're only on at night. I don't know what they are. They're glow tubes. Same color temperature as the glow tubes. And I had marks on my garage. Actually, you may be able to see them still. I have tape marks in front of my headlights to make sure that when I put the new bulbs in, high and low beams were hitting in the same place. I'll show you those marks in a minute. And then I'm going to show you one other thing you might as well do while you're there, or kind of show you. But the product you'll want for that, at least what I used, is this. So I'll show it to you now. This is a foaming cleaner that you don't have to rinse off, and it is intended for window air conditioners. So while you've got that fender liner pulled out to change the bulbs, you might want to do this while you're there, because if your car's old enough that you're going through bulbs, it's old enough that you need to clean out the air conditioning condensers, the radiators in the front there as well. So these are the tape marks that I put on my garage door. You'll notice that the lighting pattern doesn't match anything right now because that's just the DRLs. But when the high beams and low beams are on, those tape marks indicate where the beams fall. And I also, it's not there anymore, but I had a mark on the pavement where I had parked to make sure that everything was the same, because I did this over a different day. And the important thing to note is you don't want your high beams any higher than they originally were, and you want to make sure that they're still centered. There are adjustments for that. I'm not going to get into it, but the new bulbs, which you can't see, are in there, and they're the same temperature as those glow tubes, color-wise, which is perfect. Like I said, all you have to do is pull back this fender liner, turn the wheels, and then when you're done with one side, turn them the other way, and that'll give you access to the fender liner. While you have that open, you will see the radiator in there, and you can spray that foam cleaner in there as thick as you want, and it'll basically evaporate into nothing and leave you a messy puddle on your garage floor. I would recommend doing that outside. Now, you should also get it from the front side. And the easiest way to get these louvers to open, because right now they're closed is either do it on a hot day, which is what I did. I just parked the car outside on a hot day and then turned on the air conditioning. But also, every time you plug in to charge, it will do a status check, and it will turn those louvers open for a few seconds, which is more than enough time to spray that cleaner in there. So do that, and you'll get clean radiators and new headlights all in one go. I can't really show you at night because it's dark, but look at this color here. You can see that that matches. That's the best I can show you. Now, the car is not in the same position it was when I did the headlights, but that'll give you an idea of what my markings meant. So that's the low beam, should be right along that line, which it is, and that was to mark the center of the beam, which I'm crooked right now. And then if I put on the high beams, it will let me do it. There we go. Now you can see how I had that marked for that being the height of the high beams. Now, the car is not in the same position as when I did these headlights. Again, it was over a year, and I left those marks up because I figured I would be demonstrating this. But that's basically how it went. I can't really show you what it looks like when the headlights don't work, but if you're driving along and you've got that little mini car there and it's going out periodically, to buy yourself some time, you just cycle it. Go to parking or go to on, and then go back to auto, and that should get you your headlights working, at least for that drive. But again, if your headlight's ever failing and you're still on the original bulbs or on these HID bulbs, I highly, highly recommend just grab these. These are fantastic. I think they were 30 or 40 bucks for both bulbs. It does come in a 2-pack, and it is a really big upgrade over the stock headlights. They're brighter, they throw farther, there's no glare, they match the car, the DRLs and stuff a lot better. Color temperature wise, they're fantastic. But while you're in there, clean things up. Pull out the easy to see debris in your louvers of those front radiators there, and that'll get you many happy miles. Thanks for watching. Bye.